Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire, with me, Break It Dawn. Let's head to the Wild Mare and rest up, and we'll finally head to Serpent's Crown and meet with all the bigwigs.
Now, what can I do for you?
A deep frown cuts across his face the moment he spots Takano.
Hey, fish boy. What'd I tell you last time? You're not allowed in here.
Kara, have we met?
Takano frowns, worrying one of his hairs.
Oh, have you forgotten our little altercation so soon? How convenient for you.
He levels Takano with a steely glare, and begins to count off the man's indiscretions on his fingers.
Last you were here, you got drunk as a hagfish in a barrel of mead.
He raises one finger. Say nothing.
Kara, as if this pit could afford good honey wine.
Takano furrows his brow.
Then, when I refused to serve you any longer, you stole a bottle of my finest wine from behind the bar.
He raises another finger. Say nothing.
Kara, how could I let you poison your clients? Ngati is not deigned to bless a drop of what passes through here.
You drank it all, then clambered onto the stage, pushed the dancer off, and serenaded the crowd with a sloppy rendition of my Wahaki.
He raises a third finger.
Clamber? These legs do not clamber.
Takano grits his teeth and points to his thighs.
Apologize.
I'm not going to stand up for him here. I say nothing.
Then, when I shoved you out the door and told you not to come back, you tried to kiss me.
He raises a fourth finger. Though he looks as if he's about to protest, Takano thinks twice and holds his silence.
Frankly, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed you yet.
Gintel plants his hands on his hips and does his best to loom over the large Amoa man, but the effect is less than impressive. I'll vouch for him.
Hey, maybe you could, loan me to Takano, just for a bit?
I was not expecting Modweir to speak up at any dialogue like that.
All right. But if he gets up to any more mischief, it's your purse on the line.
Kara, punish me appropriately if I misbehave.
And he is not making friends with the party.
I'll hold you to that, you slippery bastard.
Gintel turns away with a huff, a faint blush coloring the tips of his ears.
You see anything?
Alright, I'm just gonna rest for free here.
Right.
Okay, to Serpent's Crown. We finally made it to the top. I'll speak to Uno first.
I'm sure I have the perfect gemstone to match your eyes. Take a look.
Show me what you have for sale. A pearlescent rhomboid hellstone. 10% chance to reflect against spells, and shifting chroma. The colors within the Hellstone shift, applying random defensive bonus at the beginning of combat. So either you get +1 armor rating, concentration, -5% damage taken, +3 all defenses, or 10% chance to reflect against spells, which I assume stacks with the other reflection effect. It's up to a 20% chance. Seems pretty good. We can almost afford it. This faceted pebble circles the head of the wearer in a tight orbit. Beautiful colors swirl over its surface in shifting, pearlescent patterns. Hellstones like this are often the prized treasures of ancient mausoleums. It isn't definitively known if they are the result of a naturally occurring phenomena or some forgotten enchantment. And a ring of boundless stars. Grants Tane's chaotic orb, Menella's concussive missiles. The gem at the heart of this ring looks like a dark reflection of the firmament above the world. The metal band is as cold as the night sky, while the gem is nearly hot enough to burn. Yeah, this one's interesting. I'm not going to buy it yet, but I will keep it in mind. Alright, let's go to Takano's Estate first.
Be careful when sparring. See the scratches on the wood?
Will do.
Yeah?
What? All right.
I shall be discreet.
Yeah? Yes, Captain.
Oh?
Alright, so we watch them walk in here. I assume that means they're going to walk back out.
Huh? Sure.
How may I help?
I'll see what I can find. I shall be discreet.
What I really want is to get to this. We'll see if we can make it.
What?
Nice.
Indeed.
Alright. Hello, Takano. An older Mataru man stands ringed by younger Juana. Apprentices as her pupils, it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz beading, and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed. His used muscles flop from his arms, and flab pads him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Greetings, and welcome to my home.
He gestures to the lavish room, puffing his broad chest out a little more.
For what do you come to my villa?
Beaming, he spreads his arms wide.
Is he going to do this every time?
Takano continues grinning at you, oblivious to Aloth's irritation. Read Takano's soul. Your essence slips from your body, and Takano's soul enfolds yours like a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you worried this meadowfolk before you had been sent by the Valian debt collectors. It would be a low trick, taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Valians are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you're a man worthy of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you are a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the Queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there, install a wide, grand window, once you have the money. You retreat from Takano's soul to find him watching you with a placid smile. I hear you have a rare Andrite artifact.
The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor.
He nods vigorously, jiggling the loose flesh of his neck. He sounds like he's trying to convince himself more than you.
The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child, you know.
He folds his hands over his considerable paunch. Why is the Cornet of Waves so special?
Because it is sacred to the goddess Andra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
He clasps his interlaced fingers together, his knuckles glowing white. He glances toward his apprentices.
Akira Takano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
She snaps to. Her response is sudden and automatic as though Takano had just given her an order. He gives the apprentice an appreciative nod.
I am misled if holding a shell is all it takes to earn Ngati's favor.
Takeo tosses his hair and chuckles to himself. Such artifacts are often imbued with powerful spells. Take care when handling it.
I keep it locked away, to see and not to touch, Ikera. But your words are good warning.
He glances nervously around his fine home.
Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Andra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance.
He leans close, a storyteller's grin spreading across his face. An ominous sing-song creeps into his voice.
But Andra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did.
He chuckles and leans back, clasping his hands over his generous midsection.
That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
His eyes twinkle with glee.
Because it is sacred.
Akira Takano.
Andra's the goddess of loss. Legends say she calls missing things to her with the music of the conch.
Truly? Then I must hope she calls nothing back from me.
His booming laugh has a nervous edge as he glances around his fine home.
Generations ago. But Andra, that is the story, and because it...
Akira.
One have used conch shells to communicate for centuries. This is likely one such device.
What a noble purpose.
His expression falls. It says he expression falls, but I think it should be his. As if he were hoping for a grander story.
Generations ago. But that is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
I need the Cornet of Waves.
But it was a gift from the Queen.
His eyes widen.
It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away.
Actually, let's discuss this another time.
Very well.
Show him the Cornet of Depths. Look, I have a special shell too.
Ah, I see.
His features fall in disappointment.
I am sure it is also a great honor.
Alright, I need the Cornet of Waves.
But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away.
Yeah, the Cornet of Waves is no mere trophy. It deserves a keeper who knows its history.
But the Queen gave it to me. There is great honor in such a gift.
Yeah, the honor lies in her esteem, which you still have. That's what matters to you, no?
But what is esteem if no one sees it? Esteem is expensive to maintain.
He glances around at his spacious villa, his shrewd expression reflected in mirror-smooth marble.
Very well.
Alright, maybe we can just steal it. This shark, portrayed mid-leap, has been carved from a single piece of wood.
On it.
A wide blade is mounted here. Beneath it, an engraving reads, "For courage in battle." You see cracks along the surface of this battle horn where it was carefully repaired.
What now? I shall.
Nice and quiet. I'll see what I can do.
The what?
I mean, there it is. I'm not going to pay for it. Alright, the Cornet of Waves. This conch is inscribed with the wave and crescent symbol of Andra. The tip has been sawn off and fitted with a silver mouthpiece. When you hold it to your ear, you hear crashing waves and the faint sound of a woman singing.
A moment. Aye?
Indeed.
We don't have a lot of money currently, so I'm definitely not going to go out of my way to pay for it.
Yes?
That's Takano's key. You acquired this key at Takano's Estate in the Palace District of Nekataka.
I'll see what I can do. It is done.
What? Indeed. What now?
I'll see what I can find.
I'll wait for this to drop off, then we'll just dart over here, grab the stuff out of the chest real quick. Alright, maybe we can't. Might be just a little too close to the warrior. Alright.
What? Indeed.
For what do you come to my villa? Because it is
A carrot.
generations ago. There was, but all that is.
Alright, so we could return to Dereo. Gonna wrap up this quest. In fact, I might go ahead and do that. Blood figures spring out of the alleys flanking the street. Hope they're ready to get their day ruined. There's something hilarious about an Amoa trying to be discreet, wearing a cloak and hood. Several figures slink toward you from the surrounding streets. Leading them is an Orlan with blood-red fur and long, sharpened nails. She sniffs the air.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
The thug creeps toward you, hands on their weapons. Ah, okay. You must be the one Dereo originally hired.
Hold on. I thought he hired some dummy that bungled everything.
I ain't failed just yet. Not when I got you cornered.
Yeah, back off.
Not without the Cornet of Waves.
She inches closer, brandishing a blade. Yeah. We'll Intimidator. I know I'm going to miss out on some reputation with the Delver's Row criminals, but that's fine. We're going to gain it once we return the Cornet of Waves to Dereo regardless. I fought worse. You'll make easy pickings.
You think you can chase us away?
She forces a laugh.
Those sound like the words of a man at the end of his rope.
Oh, interesting. As she holds her blade at neck level and makes a slicing motion. Well, you're an idiot. The cornet is just a shell.
That can't be. Why else would Dereo send us for it?
I don't know why that dialogue works, or what that matters in this interaction. It doesn't matter what it is to her, she was sent to retrieve it for Dereo. Her furred face is a maelstrom of irritation and confusion.
Besides, you're here, aren't you?
She jabs her blade toward you. Listen, Dereo didn't send me after some trinket. He sent me to get rid of you. The advancing thugs hesitate. She turns to them, her foul teeth bared in a scowl.
Don't listen to him. He's just trying to scare us off.
Okay, so I guess we didn't have a choice. We had 3 skill checks, and it didn't matter. Alright, let's get this over with.
Looks like trouble.
I bring your end.
Worthen Roth.
Bring your end.
So good.
Alright, let's send Adair back here.
May I be a candle in the night?
Hey.
Worthen Roth. Just like that.
I feel like you don't see mercenary druids very often. So that's neat. Let's go ahead and throw this out.
Take him down.
Mow it. Exceeds honor.
This does not work.
Let's go.
What can I do? 4. Mow it. Just like that.
Yeah?
I cannot whack him any harder.
Yeah. Hey.
Worth and rock.
Oh, good.
Not use hostile abilities. Not a fan of that effect.
That was about
What
as
do you
useful
need?
as a bump on a pickle.
Good thinking. May I be a candle in the night?
Take him down.
Just like that. Position. Mow it. Exceed honor.
There's a walloping.
Aye?
Oh, good.
Beyond seek. What now? Of course.
Well, we did try to talk her down, but she wasn't having it.
I've got it.
Alright, this was a unique encounter, so we'll take a quick look around. Alright, let's continue on our way.
What do you require?
Dereo leans toward you, his leg brace is squeaking. Definitely not going to give him that. Is this the artifact you're looking for?
Let us hope so. I hear rumors that Takano was robbed by an unknown thief. I do hope no one beat you to it.
He examines the conch, tracing his delicate fingers over the Andrite symbols. Pleasure shines in his eyes.
And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
He hands the shell back to you.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delver's Row, not the lift in the gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage in the old Juana style.
If you're just now telling me, there must be a reason for the secrecy.
The ruins of the old city are perilous, yet rumored to hide great treasures. Still, the Juana do not permit people to go there except to die. And yet...
He smiles.
Among the ruins is a certain mosaic.
He rubs at the gold stitching on his outfit. I don't see why you need a watcher for this.
The old city is the realm of the dead. Who better than a watcher to discover its secrets? Secrets such as my mosaic.
He clasps his long fingers.
The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her.
He leans close, braces squeaking.
It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's crown. Whatever treasure you find there is yours to keep.
That's a little late for permission, but thank you.
For now, take this. Consider it an advance.
He hands you a bag of coin. I need directions to Delver's Row.
Have you the memory of a minnow? I know you've been before.
One eyebrow arches into a sharp point.
And I hope you do not make a habit of killing merchants there.
Oh, interesting. We killed the, Spindle Man. Or Spindly Man. The Vithrak, whatever his name was.
After all, it is their clandestine supply of Adirian palm wine and Valian silk that makes the gullet bearable.
How do I reach the Undercroft?
There is a lift in Delver's Row, next to a Netzel shop. I will see that the people who guard it do not give you trouble. Once you descend, cross the bridge. Behind the stockade is a door to, well, a very old place. You will know it when you see it. Gwenfen will await you and the cornet there. Do whatever she asks as though the request comes from me.
Atira attacked me after I left Takano's.
Yet you are still standing here, no?
A sly smile gleams behind his lips.
It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
Farewell. Goodness, we can skip right to Delver's Row. I'll have to try to remember how to navigate the corridors. We'll check into the shops real quick.
It's the smell of cardamom. Food, of course, and supply. I have plenty.
Sell a few things here real quick, make back some of our money. wouldn't mind getting enough to upgrade Adair's shield.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Of course.
Oh, that's right, he sells this. Oh, until rest. I don't know if I read that last time. Interesting. A little pricey, though.
You need a blade, or old Umani's stock is tested in the hands and throats of the fiercest sorts in the gullet. But you already know that, Akira.
She winks. That's right, not something I really want to use. This is pretty good too. We can't afford it. There's quite a few items we'll have to come back for.
You the Watcher. Go on. Lift takes you to the Undercroft.
Yeah, not gonna read that again.
Finally.
Alright.
Let's get this over with.
I'm gonna call it here, and in the next one I'll return to the Old City Ruins. We already know where these shells are gonna be used at, so we'll head there next time. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.